Morning, everyone. Happy day 2 of Can You Survive District 13. Our players are here. They are bright-eyed after their first night. Let's go ahead and see what fun we have in store for them today.
All right, tributes. Congratulations on making it through day 1 and through your first night. I have a feeling not all of you will be so lucky today.
Oh my god.
Yesterday's challenges contributed to your training score, but training and mentorship is over. You are on your own, and immunity is up for grabs.
Oh, come on, Katniss.
However, before we begin, in each season of Can You Survive, I like to incorporate a twist or two to shake up the game, and this year is no exception. Over the course of the day, we are going to find out who is daring enough to volunteer as tributes. Each round, we will spin the wheel. The number it lands on will correlate to the number of players that will compete in the challenge for your tribe. Your tribe will make that decision, but choose wisely, because if your tribe loses, those are the only players that will be going to tribal council.
Is that every round?
So,
I'm sorry. Jumping ahead.
how can we inspire you to volunteer as tributes? Well, let's make it enticing to play, shall we? There will be coins hidden through the pre-merge portion of the game. And finding these coins will help you earn a significant advantage during the earn the merge portion of the game. And the only places you can find coins are either in the challenges or at tribal council. Is that worth playing for? Well, why don't we add even more risk and reward? You will also earn a coin each time you receive a counted vote against you and are not voted out of the game. And lastly, if you are voted out, you will get to bequeath your coins to a single remaining player in the game. We will announce the bequeathals prior to the following challenge publicly. So, it's a decision of, do you want to stay in your tribal council? Do you want to protect yourself for the merge? Do you want to try to hide in the background? So, we're going to spin the wheel for this first challenge. We have between 6 and 9 participants in this challenge. We will only have 6 participating in this challenge.
Do we get to know what challenge it is?
We will run through the challenge first, and then you can make your decision. Yes?
So 6 people are playing, and 6 people are vulnerable, but the 12 are voting?
Only the 6 that are going to tribal council. Only the 6 will be a part of the strategy session. The other remaining members will actually go back to the winner's camp with them while tribal council takes place.
The 6 people who don't
Are we paying for reward as well? Any food? I'm sorry.
right?
We will not be. All right, we'll do now the detailed explanation.
All right, we are going to come over here to the shade and kind of go over, and Alicia is going to join me. If you are just tuning in, we had a lovely little twist that was thrown at our players this morning. Good morning. That's the coffee you need to kick off this day. So our players were just brought out onto the field. They were introduced to a lovely Will You Volunteers Tribute Challenge twist. So they were pretty much told that every challenge, there's going to be a wheel that's going to get spun. There'll be a number of how many players can play in that twist. And then from there, only the players on that wheel, if they lose, are the ones going to tribal. That's crazy. That is, and the wheel was spun and 6 are going, half of a tribe. Now, there's more.
There is. But speaking of the wheel, let's go over and check it out.
Okay. All right.
All right, y'all. So the wheel is 6, and it will be spun before every single challenge in the game. Here you have it. Volunteer as so each challenge will have a different potential number of participants, and they will be determined by this wheel spin. So there could be few participants, there could be many participants, but whoever is participating in the challenge, they are the only ones also strategizing and going to tribal council that round. But as a reminder, each tribe does start with 12 people. So for this round, 6 people will be not strategizing, not going to tribal council, and 6 people will be going to tribal council. So hang on, let me get farther away from here. Let me see. Well, why would they want to do that? As Cam said, there are coins that are hidden in each challenge that they will earn. These coins are going to be a major game changer come merge time. So players are really going to want them. They're going to want to keep an eye out for them in the challenges. We'll let you know where they're hidden in the challenges so you can keep an eye out on who might be grabbing them. They will also be earned at Tribal Council. So it should be pretty exciting. And yeah.
Another thing about the coins, thank you, Alicia, was that he mentioned that there's even more risk. If you get votes and you're in the game still, you will get coins for the amount of votes you get. So say you go to tribal and you get 3 votes, but you're still in it, you're coming out of that with 3 coins. That is huge. And then also, any player that gets voted out can bequeath their coins to anyone that's still in the game. So it doesn't have to be their tribe. And so that also is huge because it's not just secretly, it's going to be public at the next challenge. So this is really adding a whole new level to this game for these players to figure out at the top of this morning.
It is, but you know what? That's classic. Can you survive?
That is very classic.
Why
Can
would
you
we make
survive?
it boring when
Absolutely.
we can make it a little crazy?
Absolutely. Now, don't worry. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of this challenge. I know Cameron's explaining to it. It's a doozy. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we wanted you to have all the juicy details about how the rest of today and into the game is going to work with these twists. If anyone has any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat right now. We still have a few seconds before we want to get going for this challenge, but I love it. Like, this wheel element, Alicia, is absolutely amazing. So if you were playing, what would you be thinking about right now as a player? Would you be trying to risk it?
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. That's what I would be thinking. And it's crazy because, you know, players are so passionate about the challenges. Like, they love participating in them. It's a lot of their survivor dreams to be able to participate in this challenge. So I feel like it would be like the pull of wanting to, like, be in the mix. Like, you're doing the challenge and then you're going to tribal. Scary, but an iconic and very important part of the survivor experience. And especially in these early few rounds, very game shaping.
Correct.
So I feel like ultimately you gotta risk it for the biscuit, but it is scary.
Yeah.
And you know, it's gonna be interesting to see because like Cam said, are they going to choose to hide back a little, you know,
Or continue to
or
throw
the-
themselves in?
exactly. It's
'Cause-
very Hunger Games. Like, are you hiding in a bush or are you like
Oh.
launching yourself?
Launching your arrow at Director Snow, as Katniss did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not who volunteers for a study. We spun a wheel, and then they will decide who goes out of their tribe. So
Yeah, it's a tribe decision. So the tribe will decide who is going to be in the challenge. So it's a whole other thing.
it's a whole other thing.
I think right now, if I had to guess, it'll probably be a little kumbaya, like, oh no you, oh no you. I think as the game goes on, it's going to be a little more intense, and we
Correct.
might get some no me, or I won't go, and it's going to be a fun dynamic.
Absolutely.
So,
Especially as people start to get coins. So. All right, it looks like they're maybe finishing up and deciding how they want to do this challenge. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of this challenge. Thank you so much,
Cam
Elisa.
will give y'all a quick rundown as well.
Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown once Cam is ready. But that was absolutely bonkers. So yeah. Let's look at our players right now as they are currently figuring out how they want to do this challenge. I'm going to flip this lovely camera around. We're going to come over here and see how this tribe, and someone's asking about the tribe colors. So actually, this is a good option. You can see Um, this is the Caribou tribe, and it's more of a white color for their lovely buffs. Using Aldrian wearing it in patch.
Is anybody just really good about that? Because that's going to be the hardest part. I feel like
I'm also good blindfolded, so wherever you guys would prefer me.
I said I can call, so I'm okay doing that.
And we know you
doing
can
the
roll
puzzle. But
That's
like,
true.
is there someone else who can do the puzzle as well? That's the thing. So we need a. Okay, so we can't do the puzzle. With the wheel,
Whoever wants to do the puzzle has to be the chopper.
correct.
You want to
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's probably just.
Wait, the caller is
Yeah.
just calling it through the wheel part, right?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
they help on
And
the
they have to
puzzle.
do the-
And then helping on the puzzle.
Okay.
This puzzle down there. Oh wait, no, the people who are blindfolded are not helping on the puzzle.
No, no,
So
we're
if
just
they're
standing there.
blindfolded, then
Yeah,
I
you're
can
just
do it.
standing.
Blindfolded people have to still roll it across.
Okay, so they stay blindfolded during the You can pick them up and bring them with you. Just remember what order you had them in.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? The caller can pick up the box and bring them over. Just memorize the order. Yeah. So you don't have to leave them there.
Good morning, Cameron.
Hello.
Would you like to give us a
Great.
quick
Yes, of
rundown
course.
while our lovely players decide?
So I imagine you've already explained the volunteer
Oh,
twist.
we've definitely explained
right.
the volunteer
We
twist.
landed on a doozy. Sick. So how it's going to work is there'll be 3 players to start. 2 are blindfolded, rolling a wheel with a caller directing them. They're going over platforms, 4 platforms that each have a number. They need to remember the order of those numbers because that's going to be the lock at the end of the puzzle. Once the 3 of them get to the chopping station, a 4th player will chop the rope. The 2 unblindfolded players, the chopper and the caller, will then do the ladder puzzle 1 piece at a time. Once they've done that, they'll wheel everything here. Everyone can become unblindfolded. They're aiming to wheel their wheel into the target. Once they hit it once, they're able to go to their box, unlock the combination, which will have the 4 balls for them to do the table maze. First tribe to land 4 balls in the table maze will win. And we have a pretty unique table maze this year. If you start on this side, you will wheel all the way up through your gate, but you have to cross this bridge and score on the opposite side. So to land the 2 on the right side, you need to start all the way on the left side and cross that bridge. Vice versa for left and right.
That's
It's a doozy.
good morning. Who needs coffee when you got this challenge? Am I right? So that is exciting. So you guys heard it. There are 2 new tribes. They were decided last night. If you did not see that, check our socials. Make sure you're in the viewers lounge. Also, coffee with the Capitol happened this morning, where I believe Isaiah went over a lot of great information. So check that out after this lovely live stream. Now, someone asked about the other tribe's colors. It's more of a gray, and this is Goddard. So you can see there over here on the smaller screen. Currently, Tyranny is showing you Caribou, which is more of like a white. Hey, Cam, do you want to sneak over here real quickly? Now, you mentioned coins. Do you want to give our viewers maybe some insight about this first challenge as we walk away from our tribe?
We have 2 coins hidden per tribe for this challenge. One is right next to my foot by the ladder puzzle, and the second one is right under the ball maze as they lift it up. So 2 coins. These are going to be heavily weighted, similar to the cornucopia last night, to give them a huge advantage at the earn the merge. So if they really want to earn one of potentially multiple immunities at stake at the earn the merge, they are, heavily incentivized to be grabbing these coins.
Now, if you were a player, would you risk it for the biscuit, or would you play it? I know this is a
To
loaded
me,
question.
the benefit, and this might be showing how bad of a player I am.
No.
The benefit to me is I would want to stay at tribal council. I wouldn't want other people making decisions about the game that I don't have an impact on. So if we're gonna go to tribal council, I want to be there. That would be the benefit for me, less so the coins, but the coins are also an incentive if you feel like, that final push to the merge. Some people, merge is a huge feather in your cap, and that is like, if you can lock in merge, then the rest is gravy, right?
Mhm.
So that would be my mentality. I don't know about you, Taylor.
I think I'd probably do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because if you get to a point where you feel comfortable, if you keep putting yourself in that situation, it doesn't help you in the merge. So
Oh, definitely not.
not
Yeah.
knowing what these coins can impact in the merge, and if if it like helps you out.
And there's going to be social fallout, both good and bad. For the people that are constantly playing, it's, well, they're a challenge to it. For the people that aren't playing, it's, well, they didn't do anything. Are you going to get respect at the end of the game if you never even went to a pre-merge tribal?
And the people that keep catching boats and staying in.
Yeah, very, very much so.
This is an amazing twist by Can You Survive, so tune in today because it is going to make Tribal Council very interesting across the board. So for my viewers, feel free to chat it out in the stream, chat out in the viewers lounge what you think of this twist. If you were playing, what would you do? For your loved ones, what do you think they're going to do? What do you give us some juicy insight? Do you think your loved ones and friends are gonna, want to continue to play, or are they gonna want to stay safe with knowing that there's advantages on the line? I agree. There's no risk when there's no reward. All right, let's go see what's going on over here. It looks like we might have our 6 potentially, but we're gonna figure that out just a second. And also, very quickly looking at the wheel, the numbers, as you notice, are not permanent. So depending on the challenge, it can change. Even more exciting. So, looks like our players are putting on a final twist. Caribou seems ready and locked in, whereas Goddard is still strategizing and trying to figure out what they want to do potentially. Fortune favors the bold. I love that. So again, if you were just tuning in, good morning. We had a very fun twist that was revealed to our players. Feel free to go back to the beginning of this lovely video once we end to watch it, but it is a huge twist. Our socials will also be dropping information about that. You'll find in the viewers lounge. And then of course, lastly but not least, don't forget that you can also check it out and anything in the mornings with coffee at the Capitol with Isaiah. And today you'll start to get a little bit of tea time with Alicia, who's going to give you all of the information to continue to bring this experience to you all watching from home so you can continue to cheer on your loved ones. And we're about to get ready to our first first tribe immunity challenge. I jumped individual.
Can we have our volunteers step forward? All right. Looks like Caribou has selected their 6.
So on Caribou, we have Patch, Aubrey, Phil, Geraldine, Nick, and Gideon.
Goddard has 3 volunteers.
Goddard has Lex,
We have 6
Champagne,
volunteers. All right.
Adore, Jess, Sean,
Fortune favors the bold. I
and
appreciate you all
Kaylin.
volunteering. Let's get you
Callan.
set up in your spots in the challenge. So the table maze folks can go to the table maze.
All right, so they are splitting up depending on what part of the challenge they're doing. Just to give you a quick recap, this first part of the challenge, they're going to be blindfolded as they maneuver this lovely wheel, which
Can we get spotters to help
I would say
blindfold?
is mostly circular, through these lovely on the field, kind of like little pieces. These pieces will have numbers that will help them
Brandon has them in
unlock a box.
We have Kelly, Champagne, Adore, Sean.
Yeah, it's Jess. That is Jess, Champagne, and Adore. It's early. We are all getting coffee. And then you've got Phil, Aubrey, and Patch.
Gideon,
Here we've got Gideon,
Phil, Pat,
Sean.
and Aubrey volunteering.
And then at the far end, it looks like Geraldine and Nick on the maze. And Lex
Give everyone a second to get their blind.
and Callan. And just a reminder, the ones moving the wheel are blindfolded, so their caller is going to have to help them maneuver this challenge. Let's get up close while they are still getting ready, it looks like. So,
Caller can lift the wheel. The caller can lift the wheel, get the pole set up through it.
Jess and Champagne are
And
going to
have
be
a blindfold person
blindfolded
stand on each side of it.
for
They don't have to bend
Goddard.
down,
Goddard.
Kind of hold it. You hold it by the wheel. Sorry.
With Adore being the
If you
caller.
don't mind, Adore, just
Phil is the caller with Patch and Aubrey.
Any overlap, I'll have you go back and
okay. If you want, you can have your collars start to grab. Hold on to it.
I'm gonna hold it close. Wait, same, right? Should we put one close, one far back?
All right.
Some good strategy and communication to figure out what is the best way to move this wheel. We are off to do our first immunity challenge.
Make sure the wheel's turning.
Make sure the wheel turns as you're moving it.
A little to the left. No, stop. Go back.
Both tribes are figuring out this wheel. They have to make sure it's turning.
Make sure the wheel is turning.
As they are moving, they can't drag the wheel. Both are kind of figuring out right now how to maneuver through the first, and their caller can't physically tell it. We've got two different versions right now. You can see on our main screen, Adore is giving them directions from behind, whereas Phil is in front of his group. So two different strategies. Let's see which one pays off. Both are just working on figuring out how to get the roll. Seems like right now, Caribou has gotten potentially.
First one. Phil missed it.
They got to go back.
For that first one.
Again, this is a learning curve because they are blindfolded.
Ready for that first one.
Looks like Phil's getting closer.
Lining it up.
They're lining it up. Both tribes are still at this first bridge of sorts of puzzle pieces.
While the caller calls here.
Hey, it's leaning a lot towards Patch. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now to the left. Now
lots of calm communication from our callers as they are working on figuring out.
Trying to get it over. It looks like Phil and Caribou have figured something out. We'll count that.
All right, we have our first.
Over here, far this way, far this way.
First bridge has been collected, and they are needing to make sure. There we go. They are rolling. It looks like both have gotten their first piece, and now we're moving on to their second piece. You can see now that they are both rolling.
There you go. You got it.
The wheel needs to go up a little bit to the left. Okay, so there you go. Now,
Goddard has way overshot theirs. Looks like Caribou is lining theirs up.
Stop. Stand the wheel up. It's tilting towards. Nope, the other way. This way. Yep. And now pivot to the left. Stop. Just pivot. Go back and pivot.
Goddard is way past theirs. They're gonna have to figure out how to go backwards.
Okay. You're gonna have to scooch the wheel to the left. It's too far to the right.
Corrections here.
Okay. Now.
Both tribes are currently still working their way through their second piece.
Roll forward slowly.
Lots of great communication coming from their callers.
Still trying to line up the
This is our
second
first
target.
tribe immunity challenge. So immunity is on the line, and only 6 people from each tribe will be going to tribal.
Second target for
Second target for Caribou.
This way. You're gonna go straight 90 degrees towards me, all the way over here. Make sure they're rolling, guys.
We are. They still are trying to get that rolling, but they are now maneuvering and lining up for their third one.
Go backwards. And now to the right, over here, towards me, to the right. Come forward.
As you can see on your screen right now, Adore is very, very carefully lining up the wheel.
Kind of follow Phil's direction.
Patch and Aubrey, everyone moving a little bit quicker, wanting to make every second count because you want to get yourself as much of a lead going into a challenge that ends with a puzzle. And this challenge ends with a puzzle. As we know in Survivor, puzzles are equalizers. Yes, Heather, only 6 people are going to tribal because there was a twist where a wheel was introduced into the game where they have to, depending on what the number the wheel lands on, that number is who competes in the challenge, and if they lose, those people go to tribal. But there is always a reward for risking it. And I can talk more and give a refresh, but also feel free to go to the beginning of the video. We explain it very well. Right now, let's focus on this wonderful immunity challenge that our players are doing absolutely amazing with. Caribou is one piece more than Goddard.
Stand the wheel up towards catch. Good.
But as we know, again, it is an equalizer. Gideon is getting ready to chop his puzzle pieces. So we're going to get this angle so that as soon as they roll across,
moving into the target.
Pivot it to the left. Stand up the wheel towards patch more. There you go. More towards patch.
Adoring
More.
Goddard
Stop.
through the fingers
Okay.
of the
Forward
Goddard
really
through
slow.
the
Forward slow.
Goddard
Stop.
through
Stop.
the
Stop. Stand it up towards patch. More towards patch. Okay.
very
Forward,
good
really
communication
slow.
from
Go
Phil.
all the way through. All the way through.
They're in,
They've got that one. They've got three.
and
Got all four
they've
here
got their puzzle
for
pieces.
Caribou.
And Caribou is now
Gideon made
moving
quick work
on.
of it.
One hit with that hatchet cut out those
Phil and
pieces.
Gideon on the puzzle.
Now Phil and Gideon are on the puzzle, one piece at a time and only one puzzle piece. So now,
Goddard still
similar
working
to
on
that
his fourth,
stair puzzle, you
while
have to
Phil and
figure out
Gideon
what
are on the
pieces
puzzle here for
fit
Caribou.
these pieces. They are trying to make as much
Phil
time as they
trying a
can,
couple. It'll take a while.
knowing that
Adore lining up that fourth target.
immunity is on the line
Sean
and
waiting
there's a
patiently.
big puzzle at the end of this. You want to give your tribe a lead with a puzzle at the end.
Phil
First
grabs the
piece
first
for
piece.
Phil. Goddard looks like they're getting very close to getting their last piece. Sean is actively waiting to cut his rope. Great communication by Gideon and Phil.
Second piece on the board for Caribou.
Again, this puzzle gets easier the less amount of pieces you put in and as more familiar you are with
Get ready
it.
to chop. Sean,
All
chop.
right, very quick chops. And now Goddard is now untying their
Adore
puzzle
and
pieces,
Sean
as you can
on the
see,
puzzle.
and they are now going to get to work on the puzzle. Now again, remember this puzzle gets
Blindfolders
easier
all waiting patiently
the more
for a
you do
completed
it.
puzzle.
Some pieces may look very similar, but
We've got a four-piece
the
lead
pegs
here
can
for Caribou,
just
but
be
Goddard is right
slightly
back in
off.
this now.
The biggest thing with this puzzle is you want to make sure that you are remembering what pieces you've tried, so you're not getting,
Puzzle's about good
frazzled
communication,
as you're
pattern
trying to
recognition.
figure out what piece
Looks
goes
like both
where.
tribes have someone sorting pieces and someone placing pieces.
Very good communication, Gideon letting him know. He's got another one that looks similar. It looks like Sean has placed two pieces.
Sean is catching up.
Again,
already
there's
has two
still
on the
two
board,
more
three on the
stages to
board.
this lovely challenge.
Three at this point,
So,
only down by three pieces.
Still plenty of time for anyone to win
4
immunity.
to 6.
Sean is making very quick work right now of this challenge.
Puzzle is always the great equalizer.
That is very correct, Cam. Puzzle is an amazing equalizer. Sean placing
Sean is
another
ripping through
piece.
this puzzle with great
He is
communication
catching
from Adore.
up.
And I
Adore
believe
and
that
Sean,
is
they are pretty
now
much now neck
one
and neck.
piece
So that
behind.
lead that Caribou had is pretty
They
much
have just
gone,
tied it up.
and they have
It's a
tied it up.
game.
We are in this. This immunity challenge is neck and neck right now. Great communication.
Caribou
Sean
switched
working
up
very
puzzlers. Gideon
quickly.
now on the course.
Yes, Gideon is on the course. Now I do see that Phil and Gideon have their pieces a little bit more
Sean's got a bit of a
organized,
snag here on
but
this
Adore
piece,
may have the
but he
system
just got
down
it.
that works for
It's
them.
neck and neck.
It is neck and neck.
Caribou
That
has
is
a
very
slight lead
correct.
right now.
We still have two more stages left of this challenge, but it is anyone's race at this point. The
They're on the
lead
same
that
page
was
now.
had is now gone.
No, the other way. No, pivot. There you go. Over. Yep.
There we go. Good communication. Both tribes
Caribou
working
has found
very
another
good.
rhythm, a second win here. They're now just 4 pieces away. 3 pieces
They're doing
away.
a very good job. Everyone moving very fast. Like I said, this puzzle gets very
Goddard made
easy
up
the
a rough
less
ground,
amount of
and some
pieces
that
you have.
slipping away.
And as you can see, our lovely blindfolded
It's a long
tribe mates are
challenge.
getting ready to wheel the
Gideon
tribe. They've got
whipping
one
through
more
the second
piece
half of this challenge, placing the
for
final
Caribou.
piece, trying to figure it out. Gideon has it.
Now they have it.
Bring your wheel over.
Now they are going to bring their wheel over, and now the next phase is to roll this
The ball
wheel
hits the line, you can
into
unblindfold.
a target. But don't worry, like I said,
Unblindfold.
there's a great equalizer. So
And then you
now
can roll the wheel.
they need to roll the wheel
Stay behind it.
into the target. Let's go into the
You can have a
target.
second person gather
I'm putting
the
myself
events,
on the
but
line
only
here for
one
y'all.
person
I
can
love
cross that
y'all.
line
Let's
at a
do it.
time.
Oh, that was so
Very close. Missed me.
No,
Missed
you
the
have to stay
target.
behind. Only one person across. You can switch who runs and everything like that, but only one person across. Now Goddard plays
Let's
their
see.
final. They're coming
We're
across.
trying it in, lining it up. Again, there's a bit of a learning curve. Now it looks like Goddard is maneuvering
Still
their
not gonna give
wheel.
it a shot. The ground is
Again, there is a bit of a
lopsided.
learning curve.
Figure out how to angle it.
Patch up now to give it a go.
Champagne
It
and
is
coming through.
coming right towards me, and they get it in. And they get it in for their first throw. And now they have to do the code. Phil is coming to unlock the balls that they need. So
You're good. Unblindfold.
let's see if they got the right numbers to unlock. They did. They've got their balls.
They've unlocked the lock.
And now they are moving on to this wonderful puzzle. So now this puzzle is a very unique puzzle. It is very difficult. There is a learning curve. They each have to land their balls, as you can see, as they maneuver. It's all about communication. It's also a very big puzzle maze than usual. So, not a puzzle, ball maze.
Just giving it a shot. Get to their first try.
And look at that.
They're
Now,
coming to unlock their box.
it is still anyone's race, but the more time that you have to get the feel for this ball maze is what will be the divider. Now they have to get that ball through the gate.
Forward. There we go. They've crossed the
So
gate.
now they're going to cross the
Move over.
gate.
Caribou might be close to landing their first ball.
Caribou working very close to get it around that last
It's
corner.
neck and neck.
Now both tribes are on the puzzle, and they're about to get their oh, and they drop right at the bottom. So now it is anyone's race as they figure it out.
Talon and Lex working on theirs.
Again, now that they've had a chance to work on it, they can get a feel for the board, feel for their partner as they work together to move this ball through the maze. And just a reminder, they have to get it through that lovely little bridge. They drop it again. And now you can see Goddard now on the main screen. They are maneuvering their ball, getting a feel for how their maze goes. They've made it past the first obstacle. They're working very well together.
Carolyn at the third obstacle for their first ball.
They are both still working. Callan and Lex working very well together. They're about even with Geraldine and Nick.
Both trying to get past this third obstacle.
Great job.
Both are now. Nick and Geraldine just need to maneuver through the bridge. They were here before, and now they have to cross the bridge. Very nice. And now, will they be able to land the ball this time? They just have to now get around this corner.
And they almost dropped again at the end.
And they're very close to getting their first ball.
It's going everywhere around the hole.
They're trying to get it to drop. All they need to do is that right amount of force and the right nudge.
They're trying to shake it
And
in.
there I got their first
That's
ball.
one for Caribou.
That is one.
See if they can figure this out, or if they have figured this out.
Let's get it still.
Nick and Geraldine working on their second one.
Working very diligently right
to
now
left here.
to get their second ball.
Part of that opening piece.
Remember, they have to
Very
land
small
all their
narrow
balls.
corner to get around. Alan and Lex trying to
So it
figure
is still
out.
anyone's race.
Once it passes you,
Both tribes are now getting a feel for this puzzle, the weight, how much they need to shift it,
You guys are on the front corner.
but also
Lex, thank you.
the more times you do it, the fatigue starts to set in. So that's where then you really need to pull on that endurance and that stamina and just not let the
Nick and
nerves
Geraldine
get to
drop. They're
you.
going to try from the other side now.
Also,
See if they can
viewers, if
figure
you
it
get a
out.
chance in the background,
There's a learning
there's
curve
a
on
few
both
players
sides.
circling the field knowing that there could be
You have to
coins
kind of
out
figure
there.
out how your
But
partner
we're
is moving
focused
that
on
board.
this lovely end piece of this immunity challenge.
Nick and Geraldine dropped again. Lex and Callan dropped again.
Good job. You got to control it.
Lex and Callan are communicating to try
Nick
to
and
get their
Geraldine
first ball.
working now from left to
They
right on
switched
that
it
board.
because both players do have to drop balls on the either side of the board. So they're switching it up. Lex and Callan are still working to get their first ball, as you can see.
Steady. You got the control, okay?
This corner is a very tight corner, so let's give you a
Nick
lovely
unable
shot.
to get around that corner with
It's a
Geraldine.
very tight corner to get around.
Fell again at the toughest part of the maze. Lex is talking himself and
Now you
Callan
can see
through
that
the
they are
challenge.
now using a
Nick
little
and
bit of
Geraldine
speed to
very
get around the
quickly
beginning
through
part of
the
that challenge.
opening
They seem to have
piece.
a good
Back to
feel
that
for
really
it.
tight corner.
Lex and Callan are taking some time to talk through it. So that could help them or it could hurt them because every second counts in this challenge. Immunity is on the line.
Now they got to get through
6
the front
people
of this
going
gate.
out of a tribe of 12.
They missed it. There we go.
They've made it
through the
through.
gate. Now they have to cross the
Now
bridge.
they have to cross the bridge and they are on to landing their second ball.
Callan and Lex working on that hardest curve. Nick and Geraldine across the bridge. One last
They just
corner
have to get it
pass.
around.
You're perfect right there.
They're almost around the corner. They are communicating very well.
And
And they
Nick and
land
Geraldine
it.
have landed one.
So
One
now,
on each
one
side
on
now.
each
2-0
one.
lead.
They do need to land 4. Why would we make it easy, just 2? Let's have them go a second round. They are flying through the
Very quick
beginning,
start
almost
on
like
this
they
one
are
for Nick and
masters of
Geraldine.
this
They seem to have
puzzle.
figured something out.
They've got some
Pressure's on
confidence
for
right
Callan and
now.
Lex.
Like I said, it's
Good
all
drop.
about getting a feel for your board, and they have definitely gotten a feel for their board. As they work through, they are very close to getting their third ball
Nick and
landed.
Geraldine are close to landing the third ball already.
This was probably the fastest time they've gotten around the
They
board.
sped through that challenge. They really figured something out.
They're just working very
trying to get around
closely.
the
They know
last
they've got a
corner.
lead, and they
And now
don't
land
have
the
to
ball
stress as
without
much to
dropping.
land the ball. Oh, the ball just circled.
Circled, but did not drop.
And it
it.
lands. Now they
One
have to
more
land
ball
one
remaining.
more ball. They seem to not
They can't
know where
find
that
it.
ball is. Oh,
There it
Nick
is.
has some jokes there a little bit, knowing that he's got a little bit of a lead and they can have some fun with it, but they have to land one more ball
Lex and Callan
to clutch
need to have a massive comeback here.
immunity.
Beautiful, guys.
Geraldine and Nick just with one more to land.
Great communication. Lex and Callan are
Very
still
well on
working
this.
to land their first ball. Puzzles are the great equalizers.
But they drop. That opens the door for Lex and Callan to make a bit of a comeback, who also drop.
They know they've got the time to, they just have to land one more ball. Great communication. First immunity challenge. So this will be our first immunity win for CYS District 13. Which tribe is going to
Nick
clutch
and
it?
Geraldine are through the gate. They just have the bridge and one more wall. They pass the bridge. They just need to land one more. Get around the final corner. Just need to see it.
There it is. That is it. Immunity won by Caribou. They are not going to tribal. They have won the first immunity challenge. Both tribes did an amazing job. Very job well done by these groups. But Caribou got clutch, so they are not going to tribal. They do not have to send 6 people to tribal. However, unfortunately for Goddard, 6 people are going to tribal, but it was not the 6 that sat out. It was the 6 who played due to the I Volunteers tribute wheel.
Congratulations, come get your idol. All right. The 12 of you will head back to camp along with the other 6 members of Goddard. The 6 of you who participated, unfortunately, one of you will be voted out at our next tribal council.
I didn't see any coins, so.
Just letting everyone very much know, she did not see any coins on this field.
We'll give you some
And
time
again,
to strategize.
this wheel decided how many players were playing and who was going. If you like a full breakdown, check out the beginning of this lovely stream. I'm going to flip this video around. There you have it. First individual immunity on the board. Not individual, first tribal immunity on the board. Caribou is marked. Hey, I like that hashtag. All right, so stay tuned. First tribal is about to kick underway in, the time coming up this morning. So stay tuned to the chat to figure out when we go live for that. And you'll have all the fun, juicy gossip from Alicia. Thanks, everyone. Have a great morning.